Hi, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. This is an update video. I guess it is my 3-day update of being inside the Dapps BUSD farmer, and would be my 6-day update of being in the Dapps Phantom farmer. Both of these you can find up here on TokenMiner's website. Both of these are different to miners. They are not miners. The other ones here are all mining contracts. The mining contract has been all the craze. Well, it was all the craze for about the past 2 or 3 weeks. People have been making great money on them. Some people are still yet to return on their investment on them. There's a slight problem at the moment with the miners, as with anything that gets really popular, that the interest has faded a little bit, meaning that more people are withdrawing than compounding. And what seems to happen with all these mining contracts is that as more people withdraw, less people compound and go into the contracts with new capital, the rate of pay, the APR, starts to go down below the advertised rate. And as people start to compound more over time, I think it will raise back up. So I'm not too worried about the token miner ecosystem, actually, because they do have a nice selection and a lot of the pools are still really healthy. In particular, the USDT, the BU, the AVAX, Link, the BNB one's doing quite well, the Phantom one's doing well. Rapteeth, not bad. So there are Matic as well. There are a couple like great ones actually. Sushi, pretty good. A little bit sushi. Who doesn't like a little bit of sushi? But we're paying attention today to these two here, the BUSD farmer and the Phantom farmer, because they are fixed rate. The rate doesn't go up and down depending on how much people are compounding or withdrawing. It's the same all the way from the beginning until the eventual end of the contract. I don't expect either of these contracts to last forever, but can you tell me any kind of farm that you've been in recently that does last forever? I mean, a lot of yield farms that I go into, they do have a time limit on how long they can continue to pay out, yeah? Generally with a yield farm, the problem is that the reward token will dump to zero, yeah? With these are high risk, high reward, return on investment contracts. The way they work, let's have a look. First, let's go to BUSD Farmer. It is the newest one. This is my 3-day update. And I'm going to tell you something. It's gone quite well. Quite well indeed. Let's have a look. Okay, so we here have let's have a look first, the contract. The contract has $222,500 invested in. Okay, this is what's gone into the contract. We can come up here and see what the contract balance is. I was a little bit misguided earlier. I thought that was the contract balance, but the contract balance is 164,000 in the contract. So 164,000. Impressive. Very impressive. Okay, so it's a very strong balance. That is the strongest, the highest balance of all the token miner ecosystem now. This is the king. It has become the king. Because it's the reason why it's less here, 222 and 164, is because the payout, the payout already from this Dapps, because it is extremely high payout, you're getting 7% daily on the highest payout for this Dapps. So that is the difference there. So that is 60K already paid out from this contract. Very impressive. As you can see, my withdrawable limit at the moment, what I can withdraw, what I've earned, is $2,100. Yes, that is correct. Amazing payout. This is mostly because of the referrals, which in total now I have managed to amass a total amount of referrals of $3,955 of referrals from people who use my link. This is why shilling these kind of contracts can make you a lot of bank. Now for me, I don't want to be the guy that gets the referrals and then dumps the ship from my referrals. You know, if I did decide just to take 4,000 out of this contract from here, then I would actually be not benefiting anything. Like, why would I be talking about a Dapps that I'm enjoying and at the same time getting referrals from you guys and then dumping the referrals? Doesn't make any sense. So I've actually been putting them back into my deposits. So my total deposits at the moment are 1,600, and I do have this $2,000 here to then therefore take this out and compound it back into this Dapps. But I want to compound it back into the Dapps, but I don't know which one I want to compound it into. So maybe if you are in any of the token miner ecosystem, you want me to put that full balance, of 2,000. Let's say 2,000. I need the 100 back because I think that's what I've been generating with interest. So $2,000. I'm going to take 2,000 of those available, 2,100, and I'm going to put it back into the token miner ecosystem. But the question is, which of the token miner farmers or of the miners should I be putting that into? So get into the comments, write which one you want me to put it into, and I'm going to choose the one after 24 hours with the most comments. I'll be just pumping it right into that and lifting up the contract. Yeah, I don't want to drain anything. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a nice guy. How does this work? So as I said, I have 1,600 worth of deposits into this contract. And that means I've gone into two of these plans. I went into the 7% daily plan, and I also went into the 6% daily plan. The 7% daily plan runs for 40 days. I put in my BUSD. Minimum amount is 10 BUSD. I put in a lot more. And what happens is that you cannot withdraw that BUSD ever. Yeah, it is now locked into the contract, permanently locked into the contract. It will, for 40 days, give me 7%, mathematically, exactly 7% of whatever I put into plan 2, it will give me that daily. Second by second, block by block, however it works. The plan 4 is the same, okay? It will be locked in there for 90 days. For this 40 day or that 90 day, after 40 days or 90 days, therefore my balance that I have in this DApp is now 0 because I've already been paid back my investment. If you want to have something that pays out forever, then you could choose the forever plan. Now you are gambling that this DApp is going to last forever. By putting in your BUSD will continue to pay you out 5% daily of whatever you put in forever. Now, an issue with that is, of course, you've seen that there's 222,000 in this and it's already paying out very well. It's paid out 60,000. So the payout for this is huge. It's great. People are making a lot of money, but can that last forever? Nothing lasts forever, but it's only 3 days. This has amassed $200,000 in 3 days. How much further can it go? I think it's got legs to get, at least I've got my eye on it going to $500,000 in the invested balance. So which means that I think that's why I'm going into the 40 day. If I can get 40 days of payment out of this beast, man, I'm happy. I've also gone into the 90 day because you never know in crypto. Yeah, you never know how long anything is going to last. So you are gambling. This is high stakes, high risk gambling, big balls time. This is what this is. We really have to see how this is going to go in the long run. It's 3 days though. It's going very well so far. Very well indeed. Now, the referrals really help to boost up your ROI. Of course, for me, I'm just going straight back into compounding it in. But that's just my attitude towards community, you know. You could also pocket it if you wanted to. The referrals are very lucrative. You get 7% of whatever your first referral puts in. If someone refers that referrer, then that's 3%, 1.5, 1%, then 0.5. Simply deposit BUSD into the Dapp, then you will be given, then your link is activated. If you don't deposit into the Dapp, then your link is not activated. And then you can start to send this around. Maybe make a YouTube video like me. Look how well I did from one YouTube video I made. And I have a Telegram group. Join my Telegram. We all talk about these kind of dApps. We talk about other safer projects too, of course. But, you know, high risk, high reward. You know, sometimes you want some high risk. I want that blood pumping. I want my heart going. You know, I want to make or lose, you know. Heroic, isn't it? Can be. You know, but we talk about all this stuff. The link for my Telegram is in the description. The link, of course, for TokenMiner and all of their ecosystem is in my description too. So you could get the link, go into Reddit. Not seeing much Reddit action for TokenMiner. You know, Twitter, of course, is a good one. Facebook, not seeing much Facebook action. So there are different ways to get around this. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. Loads of people know how to use the Binance Smart Chain. Now let's look at another one, which is not as easily accessible. You need to be on the Phantom network for this one, but this is the Phantom Farmer. I'm going to show you how this one's going too. Phantom, I'm extremely bullish on Phantom. Yeah, actually for TokenMiner's system, we do have Phantom Farmer, we have Phantom Miner, and we have Boo Miner. Boo is kind of like the cake of the Phantom ecosystem. There's a war actually. It's either Boo token or Spirit token. Which one is going to be the cake of the Phantom system? To get onto Phantom, you need to move your funds over into Phantom. I find the best way to move funds into Phantom is with Evo DeFi. You could, for example, you want to go BSC, then you go here to Phantom, okay? You can move stablecoins here, so USDC or USDT. When you move them over, they will go, if you're using MetaMask, I just use MetaMask. So for example, I have the custom RPC here for Phantom. You can easily set this up by going to somewhere such as Spooky Swap or Spirit Swap. Spirit Swap is here, right? So when you for the first time ever going over to Spirit Swap, you will go up here to connect your wallet. And if you don't have an RPC for Phantom, it will automatically add that RPC. Then you go to Evo DeFi. Because you have the RPC set up, you need Binance Smart Chain USDC, for example. You would unlock your wallet. Okay, you'd have that there. Now, what you do is whatever USDC or USDT you want to send that over to Phantom. And in addition to that, I like the Evo DeFi bridge because they will also send you 0.1 Phantom, yeah, with every bridge transaction, which means you're going to get your stable coins and you're going to receive a tiny piece of Phantom. 0.1 Phantom is enough to swap your USDC. So then in Spirit Swap, for example, you would then go to exchange, yeah. You have your tiny amount of Phantom to pay the gas, because gas is paid in Phantom. And you would then take, for example, your USDC and exchange it all into Phantom, okay? Firstly, because you need to figure out like how much the gas costs and everything. 0.1 won't get you 1, 2, or maybe 3 transactions, maybe 4 transactions. So just change it all to Phantom first and then figure out what you're going to do from there. That is you then in the system. You can start moving over more and more USDC as you see fit, and you can start yield farming. And then from that point, you can think, I want to go into a high risk big boy contract on Phantom 2. Why not start off big? And then we can get our way to Phantom Farmer. This is Phantom Farmer right here. Seems very similar. One is blue, one is yellow. Phantom Farmer has a little bit more of a longevity. I think it's going to sustain for longer possibly because the payout is lower, okay? This is a complete direct fork of BNB Factor, which is what this firstly, actually Phantom Farmer was forked firstly from a BUSD farmer followed with higher payouts, okay? It's much more of an aggressive contract. The Phantom Farmer is blue, camming, a little bit safer, I think, for going into, and the price of Phantom is doing very well. Yep, Phantom sitting at $2. Just about 10 days ago, it was $1. It's just been on an absolute tear. Yeah, $1.38, now it's back to $2. So we're doing really well with Phantom, and that's why I think the Phantom Farmer contract is also a pretty good eye on the future, because as Phantom goes up in price, you're going to be getting paid back more Phantom than you put in, as long as there is a balance in the contract, yeah? So for this one, 37,000 Phantom have gone into this, and there is a balance in the contract now of 26,000, which is almost been completely stable now for about 4 days, yeah? Just the balance, the amount of invested is going up, of course, because total invested always goes up, but the balance that's in the contract is staying around that 26 to 28,000 Phantom level. Really good to see, because it means that it's continuing to pay everyone out. For me, I have deposited 790 Phantom into this, which is about $1,500, and I've been paid out 500 Phantom so far. I will withdraw, for example, this Phantom here, and just take it, do whatever I wish to do with it. The referrals on Phantom Farmer are the same as on BUSD Farmer. Yes, 7%, 3%, 1.5, 1, 0.5. Again, you need to deposit your Phantom first into the contract before you can shill your referral link. For these referrals, I have had 37 referrals of a total of 400 Phantom. So it's not as mammoth as the BUSD one, but I think I kind of know why. That's because BUSD is a much more accessible contract. Both of these contracts are forked from this DApp here, BNB Factor. BNB Factor is audited by Certic and by Haze Crypto. BNB Factor has been doing extremely well. The total deposited now is, let's have a look at the verified contract. What do we have? The verified contract is still growing. It is now up to $2 million in the contract. Yeah. In the balance, they have 2 million to pay out. When we started talking about BNB Factor, we were under 1 million. This contract is continuing to grow, and that's why I'm bullish on Phantom Farmer and BUSD farmer for them to get a much higher contract balance. Only 200,000 in the BUSD farmer. Can it go further? I think it can. Only 50,000 in the Phantom farmer. Can it go further? Yes, I really think it can, as Phantom starts to be a much more widely adopted blockchain for the amount of fun that you can have, even in simple dApps like Spirit Swap. There's so much fun to be had in Spirit Swap, on Spooky Swap, on there are so many great DeFi dApps on Phantom. I think the DeFi dApps on Phantom actually outweigh the DeFi dApps on the Binance Smart Chain, in my opinion. And we do have forked from something that does have audits. So it's a hard fork, direct fork. There's no backdoor. The only risk is the reward balance going to zero. That's the only risk that we have there for these ones. So yeah, so that is today's update on BUSD Farmer, Phantom Farmer, and actually the entire token miner ecosystem, which is just lovely. I just pop into one of my favorite ones. Let's go into a Phantom one. Yeah, popping into a Boo miner and picking up 1.4 Boo. What's that? That's like $20. Yeah, compound that. Why not? Let's compound. Compounding is the key sometimes to success, especially as these miner contracts are going down. Yeah, they're in a bit of a downturn at the moment. So I am compounding now more than I was before, actually, because I think they will, especially choice contracts, ones with highly looked after tokens, especially in a big ecosystem such as this, then I think that some of them are going to do really well in the long term, okay, not in the short term. So I'm going to compound for a good 2 weeks, and hopefully they're going to have a little bit of an upsurge after about that amount of time. That is my gamble for now. So yeah, once again, let me know, what should I do with this available balance? $2,000 of BUSD. Which dApp from the token miner ecosystem should I put it into? I'm not putting it into any other ecosystem, okay? Must be token miner. Token miner gave me these rewards, and so did referrals, but token miner established these rewards, so it should only be right to put it back into the token miner ecosystem too. So where do you want me? The one with the greatest amounts of comments will be the one that I choose. Okay, I've been Richie. You've been awesome. Don't get wrecked.